afternoon, Pittsburgh. Thanks so much for being here with us for Talk Pittsburgh. Maybe you're feeling that second wave of exhaustion, staying up late from the Steelers.
I know my limitations. Lost. Yes, I didn't even try. Like that, it didn't start until 8 o'clock. 8:30 is my bedtime.
We had a big discussion last week in the newsroom about how many night games we had. I think it was 2 years ago. We had a ton of them, and I feel like once again this year we're getting a good handful of them, and it just feels like, oh, why so late? Can't we have a 1 o'clock game?
All right, well, it's Monday. We're going to power through this day. We have a great show planned today. Boaz, he's making his stop in another Pittsburgh neighborhood. So he's east of downtown this time, and you can find great international food. You can find coffee. You can find bookshops in this neighborhood, pretty much a little bit of everything. But can you guess where he is? I mean, we just see him walking down a sidewalk there.
It looks picturesque.
It does.
Looks like a nice fall afternoon.
Yes.
Wherever he is.
So stay tuned to see where he is.
Well, you had a nice long weekend.
I did.
I don't know of any point as you're decompressing and taking that time for you, not at work, if you caught yourself doom scrolling.
Of course I did.
You did.
I'm glad
like we all do.
Yeah.
But we know that the doom scroll is real. The brain rot is real.
Yes.
We see so much of that content on social media. So what if you could change what your algorithm looked like? There's a social media and tech expert. We have shared some of her content before. Her name is Catherine Getz, also known as Ask Cat GPT.
Yeah.
And she explains that there is something in the works that she was able to test out. Take a listen.
The algorithm determines what to show you next based on trillions of data points about what tends to keep people engaged. And as we all know, oftentimes that content is not exactly the most intellectually nutritious. But now, with the new steerable feed that I've been testing for the last week, I was able to get a glimpse into my algorithm. I could see what types of content Instagram had learned that I liked and what I didn't. And most importantly, I could edit it.
So here's the interesting thing about our algorithms. I think that it's much like the cloud, that we know this thing exists, and yet we feel like we have very little control over what it is and how we use it. And so you know that on any particular day, you might be fed a lot of cat videos because you shared a cat video with David Highfield.
That's all it takes.
It's a true story for me.
Yeah.
I shared a cat video with David Highfield, and then all of a sudden my entire feed is like, oh, you like cats?
Instantly, yes.
I'll send you a bunch of them. So I think for us, we don't have any control over what that looks like through the course of a day, week, month, year. And so this new system might allow you to have a little bit more control over what you want to see.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, and I'm just going to play devil's advocate. I think that this is great because maybe you're not getting all of the stuff that is really just brain rot. Maybe you don't want to see any AI stuff that's just completely fake. Maybe you want that eliminated. But if we are fine-tuning what that looks like to better serve us, isn't that just going to keep us engaged even longer? So I don't know that it eliminates doom scrolling. It might eliminate brain rot, but I don't think that it's going to eliminate the doom scrolling. I think it's only going to further or deepen it.
You know what? Maybe this is something new for, I mean, maybe just Instagram if we're talking and perhaps TikTok, but I feel as though we've been able to do this before on Facebook because I remember looking at a similar page to that where I could eliminate the things that I did not want to see anymore. And it was all because I had clicked on something. But
going back to find out where
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. But I realize this because I think something like cat videos is a little bit more obvious to say like, oh, hey, I clicked on this. This is why I'm seeing all of this stuff. But I found myself like clicking on certain content and just listening to it and thinking like, oh, that's interesting, or, you know, whether it's negative or positive. This particular case, it was negative. I won't repeat what it was, but it just kept feeding me that stuff. And it almost changes your perception in a way if you don't realize it and you think that this type of thing is happening all the time. Everyone's talking about this. This is a big, big problem, but no. It's the server just feeding you this information over and over and over again.
Well, and if we think about people who are making content, I mean, I like to make videos too, and I think that the goal is always to share something that you think is relatable to other people. If I'm doing this, there might be a handful of other people who are doing this too. So you feel like you're going to find this common ground. So I'm sure with even some of the videos that are technically brain rot, they're trying to find that connection. But if it winds up in your feed and you have no interest, you still wind up in the loop of watching all of it.
That's true. And I think we've talked about this too, on how social media is changing. You just don't log on anymore and see the people that you actually follow. You're seeing all types of advertisements. So maybe I want to get back to where you actually can see what's happening in your friend's life.
Well,
where are my friends?
I feel like this is on the same topic of brain rot.
Yeah.
There's a professor at Duke. His name is Aaron Denin. He has huge following on social media. His actual job is a professor of entrepreneurship, but he teaches a lot of stuff with his students about generational divide. And so one of the things he recently did and posted, he promises students extra points if they could tell time from an analog clock. Now you would think that this would be easy. Take a look.
Go.
That's like 10:45.
It's like 8:53.
I got the hands mixed up. Oh, my mom's gonna be so disappointed.
It's almost.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Go.
4:37.
Nice. This isn't gonna go well for you, is it? Go.
It was probably 80-20.
Yeah.
I think 80% of them could not tell time, 20% of them could, based on these clips that he was sharing. I don't know how I feel about this, because on one hand, I feel like, of course you need to be able to tell time. On the other hand, this kind of feels like that debate about cursive.
I know. I know
where-
that debate very well.
Right? we actually did it here. We practiced our cursive right here on Talk Pittsburgh. If you were watching, this was a couple months ago. So there's part of me that feels like people want to bring cursive back, but you got to give me the argument for why. So why do we want this to stick around? Is reading an analog clock going to be one of those things that disappears?
Perhaps it could be.
And does that matter?
Yeah, I mean, I do think reading a clock, you have to focus in order to do that. There's a certain amount of math that you have to do really quickly when reading a clock. So, I mean, I think it exercises your brain. And I think we're losing a lot of that with AI and all of the search engines that do things for us now. And these kids they're losing out on a lot. I was just having a conversation with actually a couple of friends this week, and they said that their younger children were not getting diagnosed with learning disabilities that they did have until much later in life, because they did not have to write in school. There was no cursive, there was no, everything is done on computer, they're typing everything, so it's taking longer for diagnosis. Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of catching up in different areas to make sure that that's not happening. But I don't know. I think that this next generation is probably going to be using their brains in ways that we don't know how to.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how to code?
No.
I don't even know if we're going to need to know how to code, because AI is going to be able to do it. But that's, it's these things that just disappear with time. Our producer just said MySpace.
Where'd it go? I think it's MySpace.
Yeah.
All right. So something that else that you might want to disappear is a certain holiday. So when you think about the loneliest day of the year, perhaps your mind wanders to maybe New Year's Eve. What else? Valentine's Day, Christmas, all of those. But actually, it turns out that Halloween is the loneliest day of the year. I had no idea. So dating.com, they did a survey. They looked at 1,000 singles, and people surveyed admitted crying when they opened the door to families trick-or-treating. To me, you think that this is a fun and wholesome activity, but for many, it's triggering. You think you're seeing families in costumes, they're full of joy, they're posting these festive pictures. Look at this, doesn't look very joyful. Posting all of these festive pictures on social media. And also, now this is something that I can really see here. Halloween points to this long string of holidays that are coming up, like Christmas and Thanksgiving. And so if you're not coupled with someone, or you're alone, or you think maybe you just had a family member that passed away, or maybe you just got a divorce, I don't know. It could bring back these really tough feelings.
I had not thought about this, but as you were talking, I was thinking, for someone who all they want is to have a family of their own, who wants to get married, who wants to have kids. If they're seeing families show up, I can see how that might be triggering for them. And it's also something that's completely out of your control. You can't control when you're going to meet that special person. You have no control on if that relationship is going to last and how long it's going to take before you get married, and if you can have kids or you can't have. So I understand that probably creates a lot of, but I never put the two together.
Never thought. I mean, for me, it's no holiday. It's just, I remember when I was single and maybe I was just in one of those spaces in my life where I'm like, oh no. It was the start of summer. It was like spring that really set me off because I like to do a lot of activities
Outside.
with my significant other outside. So that was it. But I do think if you're in this situation, just to find something fun for yourself to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, or maybe just invite a friend over and watch some scary movies, pop some popcorn. Take yourself out to dinner. Those are like little things that I would do to just like take the edge off of
Take
it.
it off, yeah. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of time, but we are going to play this quick game. This is called Tales. They're kind of like conversation starters. We already got the conversation started
We
today
sure did.
already, but this is the family edition. They were so wonderful to send these over to us, and so Mikey, I'm just going to ask you a question, and you actually just mentioned watching a movie.
I did, yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this question: when was the last time you cried during a movie?
Oh.
Do you remember?
Yes, we were coming back from, Jordan and I, we were coming back from Jamaica on the plane, and I watched, was it Coda? Coda. Was that the name of the, yeah, Coda. And this movie, I mean, it won so many awards, and it was so emotional. And I was just, yeah.
Were you crying on the plane?
Yeah, I
Just
was
bawling.
bawling. Yeah, it was just about a family that is deaf, and it was just, yeah, it was tough. Yes.
Okay. I think the last movie I cried about, and I can't remember the name of it, was something, was it The Last Patient? It was this British movie, and this, oh, you know what, actually, I'm not going to get into it. It was so sad. But I never cry, and I bawled at this movie.
Oh my God. Do I
She was not a nurse. She was not a nurse. She just took care of this guy, and
Yeah.
it's just so sad.
Okay, I don't get to ask you a question.
I know. We'll
Maybe
play
next
more
time.
of this soon.
Okay.
It was so fun. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, when life takes an unexpected turn, how do you find the courage to move forward? Hear how one Pittsburgher refused to give up and is now helping others do the same.
And if you want to spend more time outside, but roughing it in the woods isn't your thing, glamping could be a perfect intro to the outdoors. We're sharing some new options for new, novice, or just plain bougie campers right here in PA.
And from cozy tents to classroom crafts, holiday party season is sneaking up fast. We've got tips to help parents pull off stress-free ideas without breaking the bank. Okay, we want to preface this by saying, please don't hate us.
No,
We like to
please.
prepare around here. So it might not even be Halloween yet, but those classroom holiday parties are coming up fast. So before you start stressing over snacks and crafts, we've got you covered.
Yeah, we definitely do. So we're sharing some ideas that will only take a couple of steps and save you time, which is the most important thing.
So Mikey, you're not here just yet.
No.
But essentially what ends up happening are classroom parents are assigned or volunteered for each classroom, and then you kind of are responsible for bringing all of the fun and joy to all the classroom parties with the help of other parents
Okay.
who may or may not choose to volunteer.
I can see that happening.
So sometimes you're in a pinch and it can be very stressful. So we want to cover the basics. You need pictures, you need snacks, you need games. We're going to tackle that today, starting with a really easy holiday photo booth. Our model, our Vanna White today, is none other than our producer, Alante. Say hi, Alante.
Say hi. Oh,
There
you
we
look
go.
so cute.
This one is really easy. What we have put up behind Alante is just one of those plastic bags that you can get for the holidays. You could also use wrapping paper, and then you take an old picture frame and put some bows on it. You could decorate it if you're more crafty, if you want to cut out some snowflakes, but there you go. Boom, perfect holiday picture.
So this is like a selfie station
like a
almost. I
selfie
love this
station.
idea, and I could see kids getting really creative with this,
Yes.
and finding all sorts of things around the house to decorate with.
But
so that's fun.
This is something really easy to be able to do just right in one corner of the classroom.
Love
Of
that.
course, the kids are hungry all the time.
Always.
So we're going to make sure that there are snacks and healthy ones at that. And what you have are some fruit cups over here. We have
Yeah.
cheese sticks too. So we're going to start with the cheese sticks.
Okay.
I'm going to give this to you. All these ideas came from online. You could see the fruit cups there, but this is the cheese stick. You can truly do this for any kind of holiday. So if you want to do something, if you are looking for still a Halloween classroom treat, you could do this. You could put little pumpkins on it with an orange permanent marker.
I don't know why is he sad? Why is my cheese stick
He's
sad?
on the naughty list.
Yes, that's
okay,
what it
because
is.
it's still, we're doing, it's a little snowman hat.
That's
It's
cute.
like a little
That's really
snowman.
cute.
Over here, we took this and made it into Santa's belt. It's red, so you get the whole Santa outfit, and then you can draw on the belt. Are you going to make a sad
I'm
face?
just making a happy face
Okay.
here because I love these Jell-O cups with the fruit in them. So
But you can see
brings me joy.
Super easy. You're just going to put the little buttons and then a line across and draw the belt, the little square for the belt.
Because when you have to bring snacks to your kid's school, you're trying to think of what can I do? You don't want to have to make something. So you already, like, these are already done for you. You just draw on them. So that makes it really easy.
And in a lot of cases, the schools prefer snacks that are pre-made.
Right.
Because they want to make sure that
It's safe.
everything is safe. Yes.
Good stuff.
Let's get into the games. Because this is where the kids, I promise you, you're going to overthink this, but they just don't want to do schoolwork.
No.
So all you have to do is not do schoolwork and just find some things for them to do, and they're going to have a blast.
They're all in.
So if you know the game Snake, this is going to be a version of it for the holidays. And again, if you're still looking for ideas for Halloween, this could work. You could also do this for the
Snake.
holiday parties.
Love
so
this.
instead of using the word snake, though, we're going to do something like snow.
Snow. Okay.
Let's think holidays.
Holidays. So you have to have a theme.
Yes. So at the top, you're going to write the word snow.
Snow.
And then the way that snake works is you take the last letter, and that's how you start the next
Ooh,
word.
I have an idea. My next word is winter.
Okay, so I'm gonna do white because snow is white. So my brain went there. And then you're gonna take the R and you're gonna do the next
R.
So could it be
Reindeer? I don't know how to
I
spell
could
that
do
though.
elf.
Rain.
I have
R.
an F.
How do you spell reindeer? R.
Flurry.
Okay, we'll just, okay.
So
I
the
get it.
point is that you want to see how long each person's snake can be.
Yeah.
You're still going to do that. Really fun. It's only going to be a couple minutes long, but you could do this with each kid.
Yeah.
And all the kids, just like I was getting involved with you, they're going to jump in and start to participate.
This is really fun. I'm learning so much.
The last one, I do advise you to use extreme caution and supervision, but it's a lot of fun. This is when you get groups of kids together, maybe a team of 3 to 5, and you are going to wrap up your classmate like a snowman. And then the first person to complete it wins.
Oh.
So you are going to tackle
Maria.
creating Maria into our PTL producer. And
So we just grab this roll of toilet
and then
paper.
we have some accessories over here. And I think they're only giving us 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
So
okay.
I think as
So
soon as we get the go,
we need
we're
to
going
have
to start.
a strategy here.
You're
So you just spin, okay?
Ready?
Okay.
Mark, get set.
Hold this.
Go.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Wait, oh no, my toilet paper went in too aggressive.
We didn't get 2 ply.
Okay,
We didn't get
here we
2
go.
ply. All right, we're
Here,
going to
put
go.
that in
We're
your
going to
mouth.
go. Hold on. All right, and then the goal is
Oh, this
to...
is fun. This is almost like a baby shower. They do this. Hold it. Hold it. Put it in your mouth. Keep spinning. Keep spinning.
Bring some fun accessories.
I don't know where the front is.
Alante over here
Okay.
is looking more like the kid from A Christmas Story
Yeah, this
than
is-
anything, but
Maria looks like a mummy.
Where do I
But-
turn?
she looks like Kim Kardashian.
That's true. Okay.
So
Sorry,
really
Maria.
some easy, fun things that you could do to help bring the joy
you.
to your classroom party. Thank you, Alante. Thank you, Maria, for playing
go.
along. This has been swell.
so
We're
much
going to
fun.
share these ideas and more on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Even if you don't take these to the classrooms, we hope that you had a lot of fun laughing at us.
I hope they're okay too.
Yeah.
They seem a little troubled. Okay, coming up every few weeks, Boaz ventures to a new corner of town for his Boaz Around the Block series. But we hear he's staying close to home this week. Are you in your own neighborhood, Boaz? Are you getting lazy on us?
No, I'm not getting lazy. Okay, maybe it only took me 3 minutes to bike here this afternoon, but Squirrel Hill is a legitimately amazing neighborhood. From where I'm standing, I can see, I think, 7 boba tea places right around here. We got noodles, we got Szechuan, we got bagels, but that's not even what I'm about to do. I'm getting my game on this afternoon. We're going to Games Unlimited. Come with me, that's after the break.
Well, Boaz is heading to another Pittsburgh neighborhood today. This time he's in Squirrel Hill. The diverse neighborhood is home to restaurants representing cuisine from all corners of the world.
But Boaz isn't eating right now. He's gaming. He's on Forbes Avenue at Games Unlimited. Boaz, are you gaming us? Are you playing us right now?
Oh yeah, I'm a pretty major player, as you all know. I'm here at Games Unlimited, where there are thousands and thousands of games, potentially 5,000 games to even sell here. This is Kylie, the owner of Games Unlimited. And it is, it boggles the mind. There's a game about everything. There are games about fish and dragons and cats making food. So you've got it all here, I think, Kylie.
Yeah.
And can you talk about where we are right now? What game section is this?
This is actually the new releases section.
Okay.
So we get, people don't know this, 12 to 20 new releases a week here at Games
Wow.
Unlimited. So just, there's so many games coming out and it's constantly rotating. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and this store has been in Squirrel Hill since 1979.
1979. It was opened in 1979. We used to be on Murray,
Right.
across from Aiello's Pizza, one of my favorite Squirrel Hill establishments.
Yeah.
And yeah, we moved up here in 2020. So we moved into this building, tripled our space, and have just been growing ever since then.
That's amazing. And in 1979, you must have been a kid. You weren't involved with the store yet.
I was 1 year old in
Yeah.
1979. The store was actually started by Bob Schwartz, and I came on in 2011. I started working at Games Unlimited.
Just want to call out butts on things.
One of our best sellers.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love this.
But I came on with the purpose of learning the trade and then purchasing the store from him so he could retire.
Yeah.
And he's actually the adopted grandparent to my kids now.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And so before you were, a game store owner, and now, of course, we're in the sort of the Dungeons and Dragons section.
Yeah. Lots of role-playing has been huge lately with things like Critical Role. We get so many people coming in, I want to learn D&D, or parents who played D&D when they were kids, like, I
Right.
want to get my kids into D&D.
Well, it feels like Stranger Things introduced
Stranger
so many
Things.
people to,
Yeah.
folks to that game as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
And one thing that's cool, which is, I think, pretty unusual, is that you have a used game section over here.
We sell a lot of used games. It's just a great place not only to get games cheaper, sometimes games that have gone out of print, you can find them there. And our customers just like it because they can trade in stuff,
Right.
play a game, maybe they didn't like it, or maybe they've just played it a bunch and want to trade it for other things.
And I know some people who are wary of playing games sometimes with their loved ones because it can get a little too competitive. But you've got a whole section of these cooperative games.
Yeah, co-op games. This is something that really came onto the scene maybe 10, 12 years ago with a game called Pandemic,
Yeah.
which is about surviving a pandemic. But yeah, for people,
Now we've all played that
We've
game.
all played that game. But people who get too competitive, their
Right.
families don't like, they don't like losing, they don't like that sense. These games, you work together. You either win or lose all together.
Oh, really? So,
as
like,
a
here
team.
we're looking at bomb busters, so
Yeah.
presumably you have to work together to defuse bombs.
Exactly. You don't know what numbers the other players have, and you have
Yeah.
to use clues to communicate with each other, so you snip the right wire and don't blow everybody
Gosh,
up.
sounds super fun. Well, there is one specific game, if Scott doesn't fall over, that I would like to show you. And this is your bestseller right now. It is called Hot Streak, and it is a game all about mascots.
It is. It's a game about mascots. We keep this set up right over here on our demo bar.
Okay, let's check it out. And you said, how many copies have you sold already this year? It's only been out a few months.
It's only been out since July, and we've sold over 300 copies. But for reference, last year, the
Yeah.
entirety of the year, our best-selling game was about 200 copies sold.
Mascots are flying off the shelves,
They
folks.
really
Okay.
are. And what's great about this game is you're gambling, you're betting on which
Okay.
mascot you think is going to get up to the finish line first. But like mascots, wacky things happen. You literally just have a deck of cards,
Okay.
and you're going to flip over a card and go, oh, Hurley, he's going to move 3 spaces. You move him up 3. Then we've got Dangle moving up 2 spaces and swerving left. Now he's in the same lane with Hurley. Things could go bad. Gobbler's moving up 2.
Uh-oh, watch
and
out,
then
Gobbler.
Hurley's moving up 2.
Oh, Hurley's
and then
in
Hurley's
the
moving up 2.
lead.
He's going right
That
behind him.
fish
The
is right
Queen's moving
behind
up
him.
2. But then you got everybody moves back 2 spaces.
Oh, my goodness.
You get cards that come up where Hurley might turn around. So now he's going to start moving and he'll knock into the mascot, knock him down. People get eliminated. They go off the edge of the map. When the dust settles, eventually you're going to have first, second, third, and fourth place. And the players are going to get some money paid out based on how well they bet.
Does it get any better than this? Well, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Kylie. Here's my idea. We bring this game back to the studio. We get Rich Walsh. We got Bob
Sure.
Pompiani. We get
Yeah.
Cassidy Wood to play this. I feel like, how great would that be?
Bring it back.
So much
These
fun.
little guys.
Bring it on back.
Bring
the
it
only
back.
thing better would be if we could do this with Pittsburgh mascots, which I know that you know a few, Boaz, so we can make this happen.
Well, Kylie was just saying we should remake this with 4 pierogies instead.
Why not?
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
Make it a bases instead of the football field. I love it. Great idea. Thanks for introducing. I had no idea that place
No
was there.
idea. Yeah, that guy was really good at playing with, you could tell maybe he was an only child. I don't know, but he was good at playing the game with himself. Well, Games Unlimited is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And still to come on the show, we are taking camping to a whole new level. Think less roughing it and more relaxing it. You'll want to see this one before you book your next getaway. We'll be right back. Forget sleeping bags and bug spray. This isn't your average camping trip. Something new is coming to Pennsylvania parks.
Oh, now you know this is right up my alley. Like, you love spending time outdoors, but maybe camping is not quite your thing yet. You're not sure. You don't know if you want to go all the way in yet. Glamping might be the way to go. Now, just hear me out on this one. So 8 PA state parks they're going to start offering this next year. So glamping, if you don't know, is short for glamorous camping. This is not new, but it coming to our parks is new. So some close options are, if you want to try this out, Pymatuning State Park in Crawford County and Laurel Hill in Somerset. So basically, like, these tents, they can sleep 4 guests, some can sleep 6, and you can find coffee makers, mini fridges, electrical outlets, AC and heating, of which I love this.
I was going to say the heat is a big one.
It's a big one. So really, the parks are just trying to diversify their clientele and make use of unused camping space. So I went on the website. I think I'm going to book a site right away.
Called? Are they called yurts? Is that what? Am I saying that wrong? Is that what it's called? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that
maybe.
like? Is that basically like a fancy tent kind of thing?
I don't know. I've never heard that.
It's a round one. Have you seen these?
No.
I think I would be more inclined to glamp than anything, but I don't even know if a tent would suffice. I think that I need a physical structure like a house, like with a door that physically closes. I want to shut it and lock it.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to hate on you because I've done something like that. It's called Getaway, and they have several locations around. And essentially, I mean, it's like a mini cabin. So there's a door that shuts.
And locks.
There's locks. And you kind of get that experience with it, but you're in the safety of an enclosed space. So, I mean, we went hiking, we roasted, like, we prepared our dinner by the fire. So you got the true experience, but you weren't necessarily in a tent where daddy longleggers can get in and
And those don't even bother me. It's not even that as much.
So what bothers you?
I don't know, all of it. I think mostly ticks. I really have probably a big paranoia that, I feel justified every time we see the tick reports coming out and the Lyme disease rates going up every year. I feel very justified in my paranoia of this thing. Rocco he went into the woods yesterday with some of our neighbor friends, and immediately as soon as he came home, he was in the bathtub. I was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, let's take a bath.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do a quick little inspection. Let's check the hair. I doused him. I had to look everywhere. You have to look everywhere.
You do. But what I love about your kids is that they're very exploratory. Like they go swimming in the creek.
Yeah.
They get out. I spend a lot of time outdoors and I've yet to be bitten by a tick. But you do have to be aware.
That you know of.
Yeah. That's true.
Sometimes you don't even know.
Oh my gosh. All right.
This is what lives in my head.
Okay. Well, if you'll be spending the night camping outdoors this week, you'll want to bundle up. Mary, it looks like we're in for some cooler nights and mornings.
We are. Today's the warmest day of the week. I'll put it that way. We have some chilly temperatures ahead, plus some rain showers, and I'll let you know if those will put a damper on your plans and your forecast by the hour straight ahead.
We started off the show today talking about how many of us are probably very tired, still recovering from last night's Steeler loss.
Yeah, and as we kick off this new week, Mary's here to share how to plan ahead from excursions to extracurricular activities, everything in between. So let's start with some pumpkin carving.
Yeah, I haven't carved mine yet. Did you carve yours?
We did.
We did.
Yes. But we didn't go to the pumpkin patch. I'm a little disappointed, but we did do some pumpkin carving.
Oh, who did the one with the tongue?
I love the tongue.
That was Lila. That was Lila's.
Did you guys go, what's up?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yes.
So cute.
That's awesome. It is really, honestly, great pumpkin carving weather if you want to do it tonight. I mean, today is going to be the warmest day, so you do have a little bit of sunshine if you want to do it as soon as the kids get home from school. So 4 o'clock, we're in the upper 50s. We're seeing sunshine at last all the way till, again, 6 o'clock, clear skies.
Beautiful,
even
really.
7 o'clock, we're at 50 degrees. So take it because I'm telling you, it's going to get really chilly and soggy once you get closer to Halloween.
I mentioned this morning. I forgot that this is the time of year where you have to start your car. I got into my car. I was like, no, I can't have frost on the windshield already. I'm not ready for
It's
that.
here.
Yes. Frosty, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, preschool Halloween party for my son's preschool in Mars.
This is me.
Oh, this is your question.
It's you.
You asked yourself the question.
I like that.
I did because nobody gave me anything for Tuesday and nobody gave me anything for like Wednesday during the day. People gave me stuff for Halloween, but that's Friday. I'll get to Friday. I'll get to that. But I mean, a lot of parents are asking me too, hey, oh my gosh, I hope the Halloween party is going to be good. I hope it's going to be nice. And it's in Mars. It's at the train station. So it's a really cool thing. And a lot of people have their parties for preschool on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
It's going to be dry, so that's good. It is going to be cloudy. It is going to be chilly, so I know you'll dress up. You're gonna maybe need the coat over the costumes. That's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's a good question though. Thanks for that, Mary.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, what if someone wants to do a haunted hayride? I know a lot of people are into this, and maybe Wednesday night. Let's go with Wednesday night.
I got Wednesday night in there because that's when we could see a few raindrops move in. So rain picks up Wednesday night, and then just looking at Thursday, I mean, it's pretty prominent. We're going to see rain Thursday. It's going to be a soggy day. So rain will start late Wednesday night. It's going to get chilly, upper 40s. So Wednesday night might not be the best day. I know that the Haunted Hills Hayride, they're opening on Wednesday, but they're going all the way through the weekend. So maybe able to find some dry time, even maybe Halloween night. Hopefully a little dry.
Well, and speaking of Halloween night, let's talk a little bit about that. I know it's still a little far out.
Yeah.
But can we just talk about what we might? I mean, none of that rain from Thursday is going to spill into Friday, you don't think, right?
Morning. In the morning, there's a small chance for a few showers Friday night. So again, we do have temperatures staying into the upper 40s, mostly cloudy. Wind gusts will pick up at about 25 miles per hour. That's the biggest thing that we're looking at, is we could have those really strong wind gusts around. But I do want to point out too that, hey, temperatures aren't too bad. We have temperatures upper 40s, and then we're not going to have any snow, which is good, but still going to be pretty chilly once we get into Halloween night. And I've been looking at this for like a week. May be dry. That's the thing, but windy conditions, not favorable.
Okay.
Oh, just bundle up.
Yeah.
And really quickly, John is asking, when is it going to be 80 degrees again?
It's not.
He's ready.
It's not going to be 80 degrees again.
Yes.
We are done. We have below average temperatures that are sticking around. I mean, heading into November, I always love looking at the temperature outlook map. It's going to be cold. And don't forget, we fall back this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
So below average temperatures, when you see the darker blues start to trinkle in there, not the best.
It's already getting dark so early.
This is probably the first year where I can actually enjoy the falling back.
I know. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I feel like I made it, really.
You made it. All right, coming up next, Don't Talk Pittsburgh. It's a remarkable journey from hardship to healing that's now inspiring others to find their own strength. Just like the Steel City, this woman is built tough. Hear more about her amazing journey after the break.
Every so often, we come across a story that reminds us how powerful the human spirit can be, and how even in the face of unimaginable challenges, some people find a way to turn pain into purpose.
Yeah, you know we love when our friend Tressa Glover of the Yins Are Good podcast stops by, and today she's brought along Rachel Salanetro, who has quite the inspiring journey. I can't wait to hear all about this. But first, Tressa, how did Rachel become a guest on your show?
Oh my gosh. So we met a few months ago at an event for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and it was with the Steelers, and it was this wonderful event, and I was there covering it. And I turned, all these folks and the Big Brothers, everybody's there, and I turned and I see this woman with who I thought was her son, I wasn't sure, but they were having this joyful moment, smiling at each other and hugging each other, and I have chills now. And I went up to them, as I want to do, and said hi, and quickly introduced myself and said, can I please just take your picture? And oh, there it is. And that is the picture I captured of them. And we started talking, Rachel and I, and I learned how she volunteers with youth in her neighborhood, blah, 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 and we talked forever. And I said, you have to please come on my show. I did not even know at that time the depths of her story, which is what the podcast is all about, right? We got to talk to each other and learn each other's stories. And then I learned all of the things about her. She's just incredible.
It's
incredible.
so amazing if we pause and just listen to one another, that we will realize how much depth there is to each of us and how everyone is going through something. I would love to, I know we don't have enough time as your podcast, but to know a little bit more. You had a very terrible accident and you found the strength to come back from it. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, that was 11 years ago, but I was in a car accident. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. I had 3 major surgeries within the first 30 hours. I was in a coma for 5 days. I was on life support for 3 days. But I had my entire community praying over me that I'll survive for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I wake up and half my body is completely broken and, you know, piecing me together little by little, relearning how to walk, relearning how to ride my bike. Taking a run for the first time was like monumental. But it went from just within a couple months of me being in a hospital bed, bedbound, to then I'm teaching insanity with my community and kicking their butt. And like people joined at first as like oh wow, look at you, good job. But then they come to the class and they're like, what the heck is this? Like it's really hard and it's intense, and it just, that's who I am, because I was an athlete forever. From the time I'm from the womb, I was an athlete, and so it kind of brought me back to what my passion is. So it's weird to say, I'm thankful for the accident, because then it showed me who I was again, and that's the overcome part. You overcome all obstacles. That's one of the things I say all the time, but then I help other people with my example. So it's overcome all obstacles, define your life, and empower by example. So what I do now is I am the example for you to want to join in.
Wonderful.
And people, it's a trickle effect. It's a ripple effect, sorry. And
no, it's good. No, you know, and what really stands out about your story, to me at least, is that going through all of that, a very challenging, tough situation for anyone, you never gave up, and you turned your pain into purpose, and now you're teaching others to really hone in that energy and that strength through like working out, right?
Yes, I'm a very defiant person. So whenever I woke up and I realized how bad of shape I was, and I was saying, well, I'll be able to walk and run again, and they were like, we don't know. I'm like, no, like, yes, I can, you know? So from that, I'm very stubborn, I'm very defiant. So you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna work 4 times as hard to do it.
Same.
So I tried to do that.
Tressa, do you feel so inspired? I mean, I know what that's like, because sitting here, we're hosting this show, you're hosting your podcast, but you get something from that too. I feel like every day we get to walk away hearing beautiful stories like this. Do you just leave your tapings just feeling so inspired hearing stories like this?
And I keep getting chills. That's what's happening right now as we're sitting here, because that's exactly it. I have to tears sometimes, right? The emotions get the best of you. And I think in the best way. But that appreciation for and getting to spend time with these folks and it lifts you up. It lifts me up in a way that I can't really put into words.
Well, yins are good.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's
You
wonderful.
both.
Thanks for bringing us the story here.
All right, you can hear Rachel's interview as well as more incredible community stories on the Yins Are Good podcast. It's available on most audio streaming platforms. We'll link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Still to come on the show, Boaz has been hanging out in Squirrel Hill all afternoon. So Boaz, you've already stocked up on board games. What's next for you?
There are so many things. I could be getting a massage across the street. I could be thrift shopping. Right now, I just picked up a macaron from Gabby A. Jules. Want a sample of that? And you know what? I think I'm going to do some reading now over here at Riverstone Books. Want to come along? We'll be back inside right after the break.
Well, we sent Boaz around the block. Today he landed in Squirrel Hill. We can't even keep track of all the stuff that he's been up to already.
But I'm really excited about this next spot. Right now, he's cuddling up with a good read at Riverstone Books on Forbes Avenue. You know, as always, I want to see the romantasy section, but I do need my in-between books, too.
Well, we've got you covered. There is a wonderful romantasy section. We're going to get to that a little later. I'm here with Nat, who's our tour guide, the general manager here. And the thing I love about this shop is you seem to be having events every 10 minutes here also. There's thousands of books here, but there's so much going on.
That's right, yeah, and we even have one coming up that we're excited about. It's for Yume Kitase, and this is on November 4th, and it's a science fiction book. It has some adventure and elements of environmental collapse. It looks really, really good. So we're excited about that. That's coming up.
Very cool. And then over here, that one, might be new to some people. I think this book is something that the people are pretty familiar with. I don't know, have you ever heard of Wicked before? You've got a beautiful display here, but you're also having a massive Wicked party?
That's right.
That's wicked cool.
It's going to be on November 21st. It's a Friday, and we're going to be celebrating the new movie coming out. So we'll be doing a viewing of the first movie. We'll be doing book bedazzling. There'll be cocktails, crafts, all kinds of fun stuff. So you should definitely come and check it out.
Yeah, I love that. And we're heading back here. We're getting it to just the normal sort of mystery thriller section. We're getting closer to romantasy. We're not quite there yet.
That's right.
But one thing I do want to talk about is on Halloween, Squirrel Hill is really like a party zone. Like, it's a great place to go. Tons of businesses are participating. They're giving away candy to kids. You know, you can come and visit all the businesses. And you're doing this other stuff for Day of the Dead, too.
That's right, we are. So the Aztecs believed that the people that passed on would come back as hummingbirds. So we're doing a little altar in our window right now. People can come and make a hummingbird to honor the people in their lives that have passed. So it's a really beautiful way to celebrate Day of the Dead.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the best things about shopping at a bookstore is that we get to hear from you, and you have this great staff picks area.
That's right. Yeah, we're really excited about this section. We feature it in both of our locations. So we have a store in McCandless, and we also have one here in Squirrel Hill. And we like to feature all the books that our staff really like to read.
And then on the flip side, this is one of my son's favorite sections. You have all the kids' books.
That's right.
Which is like, how cute is this? Like, I didn't even know I wanted to see a hamster riding a bulldozer, but this sort of made my day.
I'm glad you picked that up because that's actually my staff pick. Why Nat recommends. I love Stanley. Stanley is just so cute, and he's like a great story for kids that are like 2 years old to read.
Yeah.
To introduce them to new concepts, colors, numbers, that kind of thing.
I love that. Okay, and we got to get over here. This is Romantasy HQ. Not only that, but it's also sort of the story time zone.
That's right. Yeah, so we have story time for young kiddos every Sunday at 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
Kids can come sit here, listen to some stories, and then they get to go home with an activity.
Just, you know, I'm getting ready for a story time right over here. Now, when you don't offer it yet, but you said there have been some requests for maybe a Romantasy story time
Adult
as well. So
story
adults
time,
could
that's
come,
right. Yeah,
sit down. I don't know if you want to scan those shelves, Scott, see if Heather sees anything that interests her over there. And of course, in addition to Romantasy, as though we need anything else.
Okay, well, so
Oh, yeah,
can you
Heather's
ask
checking.
her? Wait, look, can you ask her? The second book in the Quicksilver series is coming out soon. It's called Brimstone by Callie Hart. Is she getting it?
Okay, are you getting the second book in the what is it? Quicksilver series?
Oh,
Callie Hart?
Callie Hart.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I have heard of this. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but I know that it is coming
Just a couple
out
weeks.
soon.
And you'll have
Just
it.
a couple weeks.
We will have it, yes.
Okay,
of
all
course,
right.
yeah.
Okay,
That's good. That's fun.
Gonna
Thanks,
jot
Boaz.
this down. Thank you so much, Boaz. We're going to have the link to Riverstone Books and their event calendar on our website. Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back. It is a big week here on Talk Pittsburgh. We are getting ready for our Halloween special on Friday.
I can't wait for this. You know we go big. Last year we were WWE wrestlers. Roddy Piper, The Undertaker, Randy Savage, and Boaz was our referee. That was epic.
Okay, now in 2023, it was just me and Mary on the show, and she was a bottle of Heinz ketchup.
Wow.
And I was a stepped-on lanternfly. I don't remember if we were trying to have a theme here or what was happening.
I don't know what, I was like, what is that?
They were both
theme?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, got it. So this year, you chose our Halloween theme and costumes, and we are so excited. Kelly has said this is her dream.
Yes.
I know she said it like 4 times on the show last week.
Come true, really.
Yeah, so we're going to transform into the Sanderson sisters with some help from the makeup artist at 100 Acres Manor and some great costumes from HalloweenCostumes.com.
It's going to be a great time. We cannot wait. We're so thankful that you're part of our little family here, and you're going to have some fun with us, too, all week long. It's
going to be fun.
Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, get ready for a double dose of innovation. From cool gadgets for kids to smart tech for your family, learn more about the latest toys and tools that make life a little more fun and feel a lot more connected to your loved ones at the same time.
Sounds great. And are you ready to raise your spirits? We'll be mixing up some creepy, creative cocktails that are perfect for your Halloween bash. Those look fun. I think when you have like a fun, festive cocktail,
that's all.
Makes the party.
It does.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We're also streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9 if you want to catch us again. KDK TV News at 4 starts right now.